So what I'm doing, I am an insurance broker, and I think I could share what I'm doing with a couple of examples. First example I'll give is there was a husband, a wife, three kids, and a grandchild, and the grandma, she sent in the card request for help. So this one I took to the door. I ended up sitting with them for 6 hours, split over 2 days, but on her bank statement, half of it was expenditures going out to insurance companies. So I'm on the phone calling all these insurance companies, trying to figure out the landscape they're working with and what's important to them. I was able to take their payments from $990 down to $500 a month. As if that wasn't enough goodness for them, I was also able to get them an $18,000 check back. So they loved me when I left there. And what the situation turned out to be is that they had agents coming again and again just to sell them more insurance. Nobody took a step back and just assessed what was there for them to help them make the best decision for them. They knew they wanted insurance, so they just kept buying more, not knowing that maybe more doesn't make sense for you, or consolidating them into one. But anyway, that was just one example. Another one was a client. This was more recent. This was over the phone. I was going through the plan details with a client, and I happened to notice that with the plan that she had, she was getting $175 allotted to a flex card that she never received. She didn't even know that she was entitled to one. So the first thing I did, I stopped our conversation. I get on the phone with her insurance company. I got them to send that card out, and they backdated it several months. So she called me excitedly while she was waiting in line at one of the grocery stores up north, getting all this food, and she was just thanking me before she paid for it. But that was a cool thing to be a part of. And then also that client there, I was able to take that flex card from 175 to 222 for the next year. A third example, and the one that is probably most memorable, is my client, Miss Nancy. It was 9:30 at night. I just stopped at McDonald's, and I was excited to head home and go to sleep. I just put in a long day. I get a call as I walk out of McDonald's with my food, and Miss Nancy was exasperated, on the verge of tears, and I could tell she was trying to wrap her head around whatever it was her problem was. Turns out she had 6 different insurance companies withdrawing, and she didn't know which insurance was going to what. I could tell in her voice that she needed my acumen. So I took a deep breath, and instead of going 45 minutes home, I went 40 minutes north to go serve her and her husband, Mr. Joe. I finally left their house just shy of midnight. And I kid you not, I was talking to a different woman at this point. I could tell Miss Nancy was going to get a good night of sleep that night. But I was able to give her that peace of mind by breaking down what these insurances were that she was paying towards, and assist her in her financial need. But that's like what I'm doing. Those are just 3 examples, but I can go over many over the years that have just been awesome, and again, keep me moving with purpose and being client centric and serving those who have decided to put their trust in me.
Cut.